quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space, and he's one that can't resist any opportunity to make those penetrating runs.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Bentancur. Saraki. That's been drilled forward. Martinez cuts it out. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. And he goes cross-field. And it's Grimaldo. He has found the way through. Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Darwin. Torres. He's found the way through. Just a Torres! Martinez getting this one clear. Keeper's dealt with that. Nico Williams proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Martinez clears it away. Nico Williams. Oh, just skips past his man. And it's gone back to the keeper. Jimenez. Bentancur. Saraki. Aim forwards. Martinez gets over and intercepts. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo. And it's played forward. Torres. De la Cruz. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. Torres. Can he deliver? Turns and goes back. That is a brilliant interception. Cleared without complication. Moved on forwards. Lenormand makes the interception. And he cuts out the supply, and it's played forward. Out to the right, played back in. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Oh, this looks sharp. Nico Williams. Subimendi. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Nice physical challenge. Araujo forwards and with intent. And now the breakaway. Played into space out wide.
not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely intercepted. Pedri. Le Normal. Pedri. Nico Williams. Perez. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Pedri. Yamal. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Cleared away. And here's Nico Williams. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Zubamendi is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Over to the left. And here's Perez. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Araujo shifted upfield. Bentancur, searching pass he's played there. Fabian Ruiz. Now that's well seen too. Jimenez, nicely aimed pass. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedri. And here's Nunez. Martinez. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Porro. And here's Yamal. Perez. Oh, good spread. It's a mighty effort! Oh, not the best of headers. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Uruguay clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Grimaldo, aim forwards. Muscular approach does pay off here. Moved on forwards. Nunez has given away a free kick. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Araujo tries to clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lamine Yamal clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
De la Cruz. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Yamal.
Uruguay are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Perez. Played into space. Williams. Played into the middle. Araujo clears it away. And here's the chance to counter. Aim forwards. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Nunez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Torres. And the finish! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Pedri. And it's Perez. Out to the left it goes. Araujo. Oh, good-looking ball. Zubimendi. Lenormand. Pedri. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. That is a great pick. Shoots! Goal! Spain!
Spain, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pedri. Martinez. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Yamal. That is lovely. And here's Perez. Chance! Nico Williams. Oh, it's played into the area. it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo played with finesse. And that has been clubbed away. He's in plenty of space here. Torres. De la Cruz. Rodriguez. Valverde, that's a delicate pass. Yamal. Now it's Williams. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Fabian Ruiz. He's having a shot! He's scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, can he get onto this? Yamal. Yamal. Pedri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Out to the right. Torres. Very nicely done. Fabian Ruiz, some resolute defending there. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Nico Williams stood his ground strongly. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Grimaldo. Rodriguez, and it's played forward. Valverde, oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Darwin. Rodriguez. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Perez. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Nunez! He's got option. Could be danger here. And he's there to clear it. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Bentancur. And there's the shot! Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Pedri. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. They've played it short. And he's heaved it away. Grimaldo, a header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Fabian Ruiz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Valverde, forwards and with intent. Torres! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yamal, and here's Perez. Pedro Porro. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Uruguay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Grimaldo, now here's the delivery. And it's Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Oh, nice touch. Spread out to the left. And he decides to cross it. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Perez. It's a loose ball. Gets good distance on it. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. And here's Perez. Spain have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Good strong hand by the keeper. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Pedro Porro with the short one. Produces a cross. And he's there to get it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Lofted upfield. Darwin. Saraki. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Subimendi. Fabian Ruiz looks to the other side. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. De la Cruz. Zubimendi is the guilty party there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Does really well to win the ball there. Torres. That has found him in acres of space. Throw in. And it's hoisted clear. A good play on the left-hand side here. He's shifting through the gears here. Aimed in towards the centre. Rodriguez. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Subimendi. Martinez. Fabian Ruiz. Subimendi. Grimaldo, who's set up one goal so far. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz looking to add to his goal. Jimenez. Oh, there's a probing ball. Torres succumbs to the pressure. Nico Williams was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Fabian Ruiz. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Perez. It's Perez! Jimenez. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's come loose. Tries to get it clear. And it's Subimendi. It's really well cleared. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro tries across. Aim forwards. Well read, nice interception. Pedri. 2 minutes to be added on. And here's Perez. Back into the middle. Real chance! Yamal. And here's Perez. Perez! And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pedri. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bentancur, he can run onto that. Pedro Porro gets it away. Saraki. It's run loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself. Pedro Porro. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Martinez. Pedri. The normal. Pedri forwards and with intent. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Jimenez. Bentancur. Hit into the middle. And he's dealt with it. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And it's hoisted clear. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Subimendi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Rodriguez. And here's Nunez. Valverde. Martinez. No, again there's no way through. Subimendi. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Lenormand, gently done. Grimaldo. Lenormand. And it's played forward. De la Cruz. Bentancur. Yamal. Oh, it's come loose. Wins the duel this time. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Martinez. Yamal. Subimendi. Oh, good spread. Valverde. Rodriguez. Oh, a delicate chip through. That is a great pick out. Shot a goal! That's a little off target. De la Cruz. Torres. It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
And he's had a shot! Well, that's caused a worry or two. And that has been cleared. That'll be a throw-in. Delivered across. Nice interception, well timed. Grimaldo. Martinez. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Nico Williams is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Perez. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Perez. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Araujo, it's a sharp pass. Grimaldo. Lenormand, gently done.
Spain, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Pedro Porro. Yamal. And here's Yamal. Chooses to go back. Williams! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Subimendi.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That's really well manoeuvred. Martinez. Grimaldo. Pedri. Lenormand shifted upfield. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Saraki. Aim forwards. And they've got rid. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Araujo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Calmly anticipates.
Spain are probably looking to run the clock down now. They clearly feel that the job is done.
Unlike their opponents, who have to do precisely the opposite, and time is running out on them. Martinez moved on forwards, cuts out the pass. Valverde, and here's Nunez. Played out wide. Cross goes in there. Lenormand attempts a clearance. Zubimendi tries to clear. Oh, that's neat. And it's Valverde. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Nico Williams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Perez. Played down the flank. Now it's Williams. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And he'll shoot here! No, he got that all wrong.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedri. Valverde. Bentancur. Nice looking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lenormand shifted upfield. Proves too strong. Bentancur. Rodriguez. Out towards the flank. Perez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And it's Perez. Oh, red, nice interception. Araujo forwards and with intent. De la Cruz could try cutting inside here. In it comes. Valverde. Perez. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Martinez. And it's played forward. Well, nicely intercepted. Saraki. De la Cruz. Lenormand gets it away. Nice Nice control. Looking for a decent ball in. There's the shot! And one more try! He has done it!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Subimendi. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. Lenormand, gently done. De la Cruz. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. De la Cruz. Fabian, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. De la Cruz! Grimaldo. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Martinez. Pedri. Pedri shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Martinez getting this one clear. Lenormand aim forwards. Driven forward. And that is a little undercooked. Pedri. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Martinez. And it's played forward. Played out to the right. Pedro Porro. So much time and space here. Oh, that's a very... Williams! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. Looking to go deep. Defending of the desperate variety. That's really well manoeuvred. Could move up a gear here. Nunez. Now he's got space here. Pedro Porro. Martinez. Lenormand. Moved on forwards. Now it's Darwin. Out to the left it goes. There are a few waiting for it. showing good feet. Played into the middle. He's cut it out. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. And he's surging through. And it's Pedri. Yamal. Zubimendi. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Torres. So what can they make of this? And here's Bentancur. Torres. Darwin. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Martinez. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Pedri. Zubimendi. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Oh, that's nice. Pedri. Zubimendi. And here's Yamal. Now who's going to be first to this? Danger averted for now. So who's he picking out? And it's Ruiz. Yamal. Yamal's cross. Araujo attempts a clearance. Pedri! And that would have been game, set and match.
I can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as there are a couple of goals up.
Pedro Porro plays it short. Williams' cross. Valverde is there and he can get that clear. Darwin. Aim forwards. Aim forwards. Nunez. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Martinez. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Has a look and plays it forward. Short changes him with that pass. Caresses it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Quality ball. Martinez. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Perez. That has been cut short. Now it's Darwin. Do have a chance to counter here. Clipped into space. Lovely bit of skill. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The Normal. That's really well manoeuvred. Lenormand. Decent progress down the left. And it's Grimaldo. Lovely feet. Pedri. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo. The cross. It's out for a goal kick. Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
That's very neat. Over to the left. Nandez. Just 5 minutes left. Valverde. Nandez. Bentancur. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pedri. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Subimendi. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Yamal. And he's making progress on the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Gets it away. Torres! Torres! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Uruguay making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Fabian Ruiz gets it away. Nico Williams. Nico Williams goes on a charge down the left. Nico Williams. Bentancur gets him to thwart him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Subimendi. Pedro Porro. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Nunez. And it's Bentancur. Gets his head on it! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Pedri. Subimendi. Grimaldo. Martinez. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Bentancur. Nandez. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the ball is out of play. Zubimendi. Pedri. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Uruguay definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.